be more like
professional.
ambient.
We're at the 1 minute 30.
Okay.
Are we recording?
Yeah. Rolling and.
February 13th, the night before Valentine's Day, and I'm pretty excited. I finally finished my gift for Kyle, and tomorrow I'm gonna make him breakfast, we're gonna make pancakes, and then we're gonna go hiking, which we still haven't done, and I've really been wanting to ever since I came down here to Monterey. So I'm kind of looking forward to that. Well, I really am a lot. And then we're probably gonna go out to dinner or something, so I'm looking forward to that too. It's just I don't have many classes on Tuesday, which tomorrow is on Valentine's Day, so I'm kind of glad. I just have to be back from like our hike adventure before 4 because that's when I have my class, but I think that's enough time. Like if we leave early enough, it's probably 20 minutes away. We're going to Point Lobos, so let's see what kind of adventure comes our way.
Hi everyone, it's Tuesday the 14th, it's Valentine's Day, and right now I'm cooking lunch because, well, I'm hungry, of course, and I guess I'll make a lunch for 2, even though I don't have a Valentine or a girlfriend. Whatever, though. More food for me.
Kyle vlog number 2. So, how have you been?
I've been good. We just finished up with a big fucking Yu-Gi-Oh! Fucking 3-way. So.
Our second 3-way. That was nice. Okay, cool. Anyways, so what progress have you made on your game and stuff like that?
But before we get into that, let me just plug something that we forgot to plug last time.
Alright, good, thank you.
I have a DeviantArt page, and that's kind of my primary nexus for getting my stuff, my primary nexus for getting stuff out there. So if anyone wants to see it or follow whatever I'm trying to do, there will be a link to it in the description of the video. Skeletonized outline of what I'll, kind of like a schedule, kind of like a mission statement, kind of mismatch of both, of what I'll be doing, what I'll be trying to do and whatnot. And in that I outlined and talked about how like shooting for the stars for the first thing you're trying to do isn't the smartest thing. But at the same time I do want to make progress on this big epic I'm working on. And so I come up with like a sort of a modular development cycle in the sense that I'll be kind of a cumulative world creation in the sense of, okay, I could not necessarily write stories for the game, but say like develop a canon and like write little short stories to just build the world.
Okay, so you're building the world building in a sense.
World building in a sense. And I could take bits and pieces that I like and leave pieces I don't like out, but I'll have more than something rather than the nothing I have now, as I originally tried to go in to build fucking big video game world with nothing. At the same time, then there's the technical aspect of it. Is like I've done the Unity tutorials, I've done a bit of my own stuff here and there, but I've never honestly done anything. And so what I've come to a conclusion of doing is like, how about I go about and build a sort of a mini games. I'll put together just smaller little projects that'll give me skills that I know I will need, like say parsing a save file and writing how a save file is seen by your game and processed by the game and getting all the items and whatnot.
It's kind of like practice and trials.
Practice and whatnot. And I would like for my game to have particular mini games in it. Sonic Adventure 2, have you ever played that?
No, I haven't.
No.
Have you?
No. Sonic Adventure 2, Rogue Galaxy. The Rogue Galaxy is the games I would take most of the basis, honestly, for what I'm trying to make. And Sonic Adventure 2 had a sort of animal rearing mini game, and I was enamored by those, but neither of them ever had any real depth to them. And I always thought those were like fun little mini games and little things like you could do other than the beaten path of the game. And I was like, all right, that seems simple enough. Like that seems like something like
it's within the realm of possibility for you to.
In the realm of possibility and within current skill set to be able to make. And so that's what I'm aiming for. I finished that. That also gives me other things like, yes, it is a mini game I would like to include in the end game, but it's still a completed thing, and I could possibly sell that for $5 to accrue some money.
Hey, I'm back. Low whisper and all. Anyways, yeah, I don't really have much time, so I'll make this one kind of quick. I didn't really do much this week, honestly. A lot of stuff almost happened. That's about all I can say. I signed up for this one survey thing I'm taking on Craigslist, and I can't say more than that. I had to sign this kind of secret super agent disclosure thing, but I'm getting some money off of it, so it's kind of cool. Oh, what else am I doing? For people who are curious, we are going to be filming a skit thing this coming up week, even though I said that like 2 weeks ago, I think, or something like that. But now it's a thing, and we're going to try our best to make sure it's a thing. But time will tell. What can I talk about?
So this is the final product of what I had a few weeks back. I bought cans of Mountain Dew because that's his favorite soda. I have the popcorn bags there. I have a box of Recess chocolates because he really likes those. I'm gonna have Red Vine Swedish fish because he loves Swedish fish, and chips because he wanted to try those. They're like habanero or something. And then I have these really cheesy, can't really see, like plastic champagne glasses, and I put some Hershey Kisses in there. So that's gonna be my present for him tomorrow.
Do you think this will finish that gets you believe the opposite? I really don't think this is here. You guys solid road kid here.
Ta-da! Yep. That's gonna be my meal for today. Happy Valentine's Day to me. So another wave. There's a little tide pool.
It's not going to be a graphically impressive thing and whatnot. I was like, no, I did a completed model in 2 to 3 hours. These are very simple models. Like I could look up, like it was probably like 30 polygons, and it'd just be something out there. Some people could look at, some people could see out there in the world that like, hey, this guy made this thing that's not very represented in the gaming community. Because like I adored those mini games. Like they were never like fully fleshed out or anything like that, but I really enjoyed them. If I like it, odds are there's a bunch of people who like it as well.
Yeah.
And so I'll try to do that. Like, is it gonna end up on Steam or I don't fucking know. I don't know how that shit works. I'm trying to make a game. I'm trying to make a game here. That is what I've done this past week or so. And like that bug thing's the first thing. If that makes me a little dough, gets my name out there a little more, that's great. But I have a few ideas for other slightly more complex things that'll just be steps and iterations of like, hey, I want this mini game. Hey, I want this alternative gameplay to pop up. And I could work on stuff like that. But like the end result is same with the stories, but it's like I could take this, insert whatever experience, if not entire bits of code, into the bigger game.
I already showed you all my wallet, so I can't really show you my wallet again. For those of you who know me, you might know that I like to wear bracelets, so I guess I'll just talk about that, because I don't have much else to talk about. Right now, I don't have all my bracelets I usually have. I usually have 4 or 5. I'm usually that kind of like annoying looking guy who has all the bracelets and stuff, but I think they're kind of cool. Anyways, this one's my most recent one. I got it from a friend. It was a gift from a friend. And he gave them to me. Just one day was just like, oh hey, I got some extra ones. You want one? I was like, yes. And they gave me 2, so that was really cool. I don't have the other one with me right now. It's in my brother's car. Oh yeah, my brother has a car. Oh yeah, I also have a brother. I have this one. It's a blue one from my old high school. I usually have this other rainbow one that's like gay pride and stuff like that, even though I'm not actually gay. I just like rainbows and I think it's pretty cool, and I support the LGBTQ community. Anyways, but yeah, because love is love. I hope no one hears this. Besides everyone on the internet, that's fine. But like no one in my house. It's gonna be weird. I think they are.
So we just got back from our little hike. I'm not really sure how much we walked. There were actually a lot more people than we thought there would be, so it took us a while. But yeah, it was really pretty. I wasn't expecting as much, and I got 2 more pictures for my little collection of Polaroids. Oh, and I got this like book box. It's like you open it and it's like a box, but it looks like a book. So that's where I'm gonna start putting in all my Polaroid pictures I take. But yeah, it was really nice out today. It was like mid-60s, so it's pretty nice weather. It's not like too hot, and it wasn't like freezing cold either, considering it was like a coastal thing. But yeah, Kyle really liked his present. He thought it was kind of cheesy, but I'm cheesy, so it's okay. And I got this little turtle necklace that he got me, and he got me roses, and I love roses. They're my favorite flower, so that was really nice of him. So we already went out to lunch instead, and we're gonna go eat dinner here at school. We have like a sit-down diner here, so we're gonna do that for dinner instead because he was really hungry after our hike. It was probably 3 miles that we walked. So yeah, that's been my Valentine's Day so far. And later, I'm gonna make cookies, and we're gonna make ice cream sandwiches. So that's gonna be a nice way to end the day as well.
How many are you planning on making, like for the mini game?
Right now it's like probably 3, but there's no set number of things, or nothing's hard and fast at this point.
Do you have a name for the game, the main game yet?
We started out with that question last time.
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
Anime RPG 2017.
Yeah. It's just like the save file is the thing I would think be the most daunting.
What's wrong with save files?
I know there's different ways you can parse one or make one. All right, just to give an example. Say your character has like an inventory and it's made up of a grid. Every single grid needs to be logged. Grid 1 is upper left corner. Grid 100 is the lower right corner. Each grid needs to have corresponding line of codes like 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. What item occupies that grid? And so you have to give a number for like a number that corresponds with that item. So it's like item number 11A, B, 23, whatever is occupying this grid. And you gotta figure out that for each one.
Okay.
That's not the worst. But you have to make sure that when you save, it logs everything that's in his current inventory. Into that, I obviously I could be overthinking this since I'm not fucking mechanically inclined when it comes to code. I'm more of a like art more than actual fucking technology and whatnot. But there's a few other things like character leveling, like just log the character level. Okay. Also, you have to log. It's just a bunch of code I gotta write, and that's always daunting.
So you write the code into the game so that when stuff happens, that it recognizes what's going on and stuff like that. In that respect, yeah.
Kinda, but it's more along like you go to your save file. You gotta write a code that says like when you save whatever's in the cache, the character's currently running around with. It needs to be written to a physical written to a file somewhere on the computer. And then when you hit load, that needs to be happening in reverse, where the save file is loaded back into the cache that the game then runs, reads through everything,
and then it creates
like, and it seems like, I just got back.
Okay, I see what you're saying. So that's the most daunting part of it now.
Yeah, because I've never done that. Like, I've done the Unity tutorials, never approached anything that talked about save files and whatnot.
Oh, so is that the only reason that seems daunting to you right now? Just the fact that
I've
Unity? Okay. Have there been any changes to the story so far?
It's just a fun little thing, like my book, my animal raising thing is like, I still want to like say like I do the animal raising minigame, like I want to eventually put that in the main game, but I have this like cutesy little idea where it's like, Alright, you play the animal rearing video game, but this is getting too in-depth.
Alright.
And I have this one, which I like a lot. Which probably the oldest one I have. I usually wear this other, the other one that's like a paracord. That one's probably the only other one that's older than this one, and that one's black and blue. That one's pretty cool. Besides that one, this one's the oldest one I have. Also a gift from a friend. It's black and white. My friend Jackson gave it to me. Here's a picture of him. He's been in a couple of our movies. This is what he looks like. He has his own channel, you can check it out. Zanzibar. It's pretty funny, pretty cool. It's good. And he was doing this fundraiser thing, and for our high school, like a high school project, we had to do like a fundraiser thing. We all had like, well, not a fundraiser, we had to do like a charitable act. I donated clothes, that's what I did. He gave out bracelets and gave them money to charity. Or not gave out, but he made, it was like $5. But I'll still have it, I'll still like it from 4 years ago now? Yeah, 4 years ago, wow. So yeah, besides the one that I don't have with me right now, which is the paracord black and blue one, that's the oldest one. It's like 5 years old, 3 or 2 years old, a couple weeks old. Maybe a month. No, a couple weeks. I shouldn't really be doing that. These are prayer beads, they're really cool. Anyways, they're really good and I like them. And that's all, folks. For me at least, you know. Now back to Kyle, or Janet, or Quentin.
So the bad weather started again today. Super windy outside. It was so nice out yesterday. And this morning, like, you see all the wind, and then the tree over there fell over. And I woke up and the power had been out at some point at night because my coffee maker time was like blinking. And the power just went out again. And I have class in an hour and I can't turn on the lights in the bathroom or to charge my phone. So it's gonna be one of those days. I hope it doesn't keep happening.
Is there anything else you want to talk about?
Not really, not this week.
Okay. Well, that was Kyle vlog number 2.
Don't forget DeviantArt page. It's in
yes.
the description.
I'll put it in the description. I'll put a thing, probably right here-ish, pointing down to tell you to look in the description, even though we are telling you now.
Subscribe to Fun Filmz Productions. Subscribe to Fun Filmz Productions. Subscribe to Fun Filmz Productions. Subscribe to Fun Filmz Productions.